Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still new, it's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed and if you subscribe today, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't have a channel without viewers, and thank you to all my viewers, subscribed or not. Without you, no channel. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. Book 1 here, which I've read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos here to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that Book 2 is published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, as well as the information to contact me if you would like a personal reading. Okay, so welcome back everyone. A quick explanation of what I'm doing as I usually do. This weekend when I was contemplating what decks to use basically for this week, immediately I got this idea that I should ask my son. And I thought it was weird, but I didn't, I'm not second guessing myself, you know what I mean? So I just did. I just asked him. I said, all right, well, Spirit is leading me to ask you, what tarot deck do you think I should use this week? I thought he was going to choose from my decks, but the deck he chose was the one that I gave him recently for his birthday. I was very honored. The Ukiyo-e Tarot by Koji Furuta. This is a deck that was created I think in the 80s, and they just started reproducing it, and I pretty much gave my love of Japan to my son. He loves all things Japanese, and so that's why he really loves this deck, and so do I. So ukiyo-e is a type of art the Japanese were doing between the 17th and 19th century, and that's the style of art that Koji Furuta created this deck with. It is so gorgeous, I can barely stand it. So, you know how I like my decks kind of to go together. If they can't match, at least go together, and I don't have any Japanese oracles. But I was reminded that Japan is an island nation. It has islands and a major island. And so, since I got this for the summertime anyway, also, it's perfect. Whispers of the Ocean Oracle Cards by Angela Hartfield. The artwork is done by Ekaterina Golova-Nova. Very beautiful deck. Very, very beautiful. Same creator from the Ganesha deck that I use. And I always like to keep the goddess in here because, the mother speaks. This is the channel for the mother to speak and be heard. And so I'm using my Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shin. We do have 2 Japanese goddesses in here as well, and both of them have come out this week. It's been really awesome. Okay, and if I need to clarify, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Cloisters. I really like the round cards. Roundness is feminine. Okay, so as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for your life before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain important lessons of life that when learned raise the vibration and wisdom encoded in your soul. Because of our free will, it is possible to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise in vibration lifetime after lifetime, or even a whole lot in one lifetime, you may be able to reach what we call enlightenment, like Buddha and Jesus, Isis and Thoth, and many others. And we know that these people affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your fate or your destiny, but it isn't exactly because of your free will. There are times where something will happen out of the blue, or no matter what we did, it was just like completely out of our control. We write that in our divine blueprint that way. And those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, which you do not have. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card that we have for you is your own energy of wands, okay? Fire energy along with Aries and Leo. So this is, most of the time, this is a choice, okay? This would be you would have a choice between two extremes, okay? So it would be like, what I normally say is like one choice will keep you in the safe place, and then one is out of your comfort zone, but it opens up the whole world to you, okay? So you may be feeling like that you have a choice to make between two very different ways to go in life. Okay, and this is probably related to what you do for a living, or your spiritual path, or perhaps both. Okay, but what I feel is kind of interesting for this particular deck is that that's not really what it means in this deck. So it's so different from what I normally see the Two of Wands as. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. The Two of Wands says this is a mature individual, a ruler, an attainment of goals and needs, boldness, courage, and undertaking. So, like, what? That is so different, isn't it? A mature person, this is gotta be you, because this is your energy. Now, it could also mean both. You may be this mature person who, attainment of goals and needs and boldness and courage and undertaking. This could be another fire sign in your life, but I really feel like you may be these things that this card means in this deck, but you may also have that same type of choice because of the card that is on top of it, which is you. It's you. It's Temperance. This is so interesting because I just did Leo, and Strength, the card for Leo, came out in this exact position. We have this, what's at the heart of everything, and the card that crosses it. So it's your own energy that is crossing this, just like Leo's. So we have this, what is this? You know what this is. This is, first of all, it's the influence of the divine. So this is a divine choice as well. This is both fire, so this is very, like I said, is very spiritual. But your card is a couple of things. It is moderation. It is the grand alchemy of life. It is where you're able to balance your masculine and feminine, and here you have this too. Whenever you get the Two of Pentacles, that's also a balance or juggling. So I'm getting that kind of message from this as well. Like this could be the masculine and feminine. This can be all of those things. That you are spiritually mature, that you do have this choice to make. That you are balancing yourself, you are moderating, not too much, not too little. Not too much, not too little of the masculine and feminine energies. And that is what I call the grand alchemy of life, where you become so balanced as a person, you are your own twin flame. Your own twin flame means that you have become pretty much evolved to a new point of being human. We are evolved in all different levels. Some people that we call asleep, that just function very 3D. Then there's others that consciously try to become better people but have no clue what the spiritual path is. Then there's people that I think that like you are, that you're on the spiritual path. You know, this could be a choice between staying on the spiritual path or not. And I don't even know why I just said that. Because you have all this balance. This is a divine choice. This is the divine saying, this is probably you, this mature individual, because of this. But like I said, it could be all those things, the choice, the balancing. They're getting pretty complex. Now, okay, so here is what's at the root of everything. This is the Three of Cups. Water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You know, most of the time this is like celebrating, or this, you know, like a celebration that comes from something emotional, like a wedding or a baby shower or an anniversary. Interestingly enough, in this deck, that doesn't say any of that stuff. Although, like these two cards in the middle, they may still be true. Okay, so like this could have been like a family of three, a third party situation, a celebration. Although a celebration isn't, if this is the root, how could a celebration bring you to this choice and cause you to balance? So I don't think that's what that is. A third party situation, I don't think that would do it either. So I was reminded of how, because I do study these decks when I get them, I was reminded of how different this is. So let me just read this to you. This right side up Three of Cups energy for this particular deck talks about this. Conclusion, solace, healing, satisfactory result, fulfillment, compromise, resolution. That's what I think is going on here. Because when you are temperance, you know, not too much, not too little. Here you've got compromise or resolution to you. Maybe you think you've got to make one choice, but maybe you can have them both. But there's going to be a compromise, some sort of resolution, and it's going to be satisfactory. And it's because of this good energy that you've been in, your own good divine energy. You've been working on yourself. So that's really interesting how what this like compromise or some sort of conclusion or fulfillment or something is the root of this choice, of this balancing. That's really, really interesting. All right, so the next energy that we have is the recent past that's moving out of your life at this time, and we have the Hermit energy. This is a card for Virgo. So there may have been a Virgo leaving your life recently, and maybe not in the best energy because he is upside down. But the Hermit in the reverse is about being hasty and imprudent, premature, incorrect advice, failure, caused by dullness, overprudence, results in unnecessary delay and immaturity. Well, didn't your Two of Wands here talk about a mature individual? So if this was you, you've matured. But a lot of so what I just read to you is what this means in this deck. But the Hermit is when you're in the dark night of the soul and you go off by yourself, like into a cave or whatever, and you go doing some circumspection, you look inside to see what brings you joy. And then when you understand what brings you joy, then you can come back out of your cave and go into the world and find that. When it's in the reverse, oftentimes that will mean that you've already done that. You've already gained your enlightenment. You already know what's going to be healing for you, and you can leave. You can leave your cave. So that may be true for you as well. Okay? But I'll read it again. The reverse meaning for this in this deck is imprudence, hastiness, rashness, prematurity, incorrect advice, failure caused by dullness, overprudence results in unnecessary delay, and immaturity. Okay? So you know which one of those resonates with you. And like I said, could be all of them. So immaturity and maturity. Resolution, conclusion, maybe even reunion. Now, what you've got here are two future cards. As a reader, these are future cards. But before I say that, this is the Ace of Wands. And even though they're not all wands, I just want to point this out. Look, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Anyway, let's do this. Let's read this now. All right, so aces are all new beginnings, and this is the delay. This new beginning isn't showing up just yet. Let me just show it to you right side up. It's very orangey, this one. I love that. Creativity, the initial spark that gets you going. You know, maybe you're just not quite feeling it. You know, you're just like, you know. But this also, like I said, this is delays. But this also talks about an unrealized goal, a cloudy outlook, cancellation of plans. This is a false start. Like an ending, like something was begun and now it's over. We do have this resolution, which speaks of an ending. There's going to be communication soon. Yep. Swift progress. Yeah, this means the same thing as it usually does. So yeah, this is when something happens quickly. A lot of the times this is communication. Quick movement. But it just came to my mind, and this never comes to my mind when I see this card. This is like the first time I have remembered this about this card. In one deck, I'm not sure which one it is. I think it might be the Scapini, Medieval Scapini. It talks about, I think maybe this is the card that has the element of catching fire really quickly. Like the fire can get out of control really quickly. So that's the message I'm getting with this. I don't know if that's the actual card that I'm thinking of, but whatever. Spirit is whispering that in my ear. So there is, maybe what happens is there's some communication, but maybe then there's tempers, because there's, this is fire. There can be fiery tempers. And if this has the possibility to get out of control, then that would definitely cause this false start. But know that there's a resolution available here. This could even be your goal now, that you know that there's some sort of resolution, some sort of moderation, some sort of choice that can be made that will be a compromise. You're hoping that your friend is loyal. This could be another fire sign. It doesn't have to be. But this page is a loyal, well, in the decks they call him a loyal servant, but nobody's a servant anymore. This would be a loyal assistant, a loyal friend, somebody who brings you good news or fun stories, somebody who's enthusiastic. And, since this is Wands, this would be your page. This would be your friend. This would be your assistant. This would be maybe somebody reporting back to you. Because, look at you. Here you are. There you are, mature individual. And I guess this could be like a masculine fire sign in your life, but that's not what I'm getting here. I think this is you. This is the mature individual that we're talking about here with this Two of Wands. So I think you're hoping that you're going to get some good messages from a good friend, someone that is loyal, someone that you can trust. And here you are. A king or a queen is always a mature individual, whether it's physically or mentally. You're in your own energy, not too much, not too little. Well, that's definitely being mature, having self-control. God, these cards are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at the gorgeousness of this card. She's an angel, She doesn't have wings in this particular card, but this is an angel. This is the divine. You are a representative of the divine. Fire energy. So there you are. You're mature. You're in your divine masculine energy, whether you're a man or a woman. Divine. Right side up. So you may be hoping that your friend is loyal, or you may be hoping that your loyal friend brings you good news. Now this is your fear card. And before we read it, let's just look at the beauty that is in this card. Oh my God, isn't it gorgeous? This is so beautiful. Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. This is a Scorpio queen. This queen is Scorpio. However, she's in the reverse. So this is insecurity and things like, well, you know, she's not mastering her emotions. This would be a very emotional person, somebody whose emotions are out of control, somebody who is, like I said, very insecure, and possibly immoral. This is somebody that is dishonest and unreliable. That's what they focus on for this deck. Possible immortality, oh my God. Possible immorality, dishonesty, unreliability, and vice. This person might be drinking. This person might be doing some sort of substance too much or be addicted to things that are not good for them. They don't listen to their intuition because this queen is very psychic. You're afraid of this reversed queen energy, the insecurity of the feminine. You probably know what kind of stuff will throw you off balance, since you are very mature. That's the 10. There's the X right there, the Roman numeral for 10. You can't really see it. So sometimes you got to count what's in the card here. So, you know, yeah, this is the 10 of Swords. This is a bunch of backstabbing. It's ending, though. This is an ending. The 10. This is backstabbing and sharp words and hurtful things. Probably this false start conversation. Yeah, a conversation with sharp words, backstabbing. This is also disloyalty. And then there's your false start. Don't give up, though, Sagittarius. Don't give up. Okay? Spirit sees you. Spirit says, Sagittarius, you're going to try and work things out, and somebody's going to stab you in the back. I'm not laughing. I'm just like, that's just pretty much how these spiritual lessons work. We don't, when we're doing the spiritual path, like I see that you are, or you wouldn't be in this energy. The spiritual path is difficult. The spiritual path is like, we don't take the spiritual path unless we know that we're spiritual badasses. Before we incarnate, we make our divine blueprint, and so you're like, okay, so at this point in time in August of 2021, I'm going to try and make peace with this situation, and they're going to stab me in the back, and it's going to suck, and I'm going to learn this from it. And I'm going to rise even higher in vibration because of it. And then I'm going to be able to teach others how to do what I do. I think that one of the greatest gifts, that looking at our lives as a divine blueprint that we write before we even get here, is so empowering, because it totally gets rid of the whole victim role that a lot of us end up playing, because this is the world is a hard place to live in. But when we're on the spiritual path like this, we take responsibility, as hard as it seems. Some people, there's terrible things that have happened to them. And if you say, oh, but you wrote it that way, They would be terribly upset with you. But are they on the spiritual path? Maybe, maybe not. We have different levels of understanding. And I think that you understand that this is stuff that is going to, that which does not kill you makes you stronger. Because this is your underlying energy of this whole read. This is wish fulfillment. You did not get your wish fulfillment. This is your wishes dashed. What happened before this? What is that? It's the Nine of Swords. Sleepless nights. Spying on people. Deception. Trying to get away with things. You're just trying to keep your life garden going. You have memories of the past, love, trickster energy. Boy, kind of an up and down energy going on there, huh? All right, Sagittarius, let's get your oracle cards. Oh, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps me out. Let's see what we can get for you. Sometimes these oracles will clarify or give you really great advice. What does the ocean have to say? Wow, that's a lot of them. Okay, that's what you are getting. Now let's get your goddess cards. I love this deck so much. I really like my other goddess deck, my little teeny one. Oh, I love my... She is so awesome. Kuan Yin. Compassion. They say Kuan Yin is like the Asian version of like Mary, Mother Mary. Isis. Very unread. All right. Oh. Which? Okay, that one wanted to come out. Which goddesses want to come out for Sagittarius? Wow, that's a lot of them, you guys. Let's see who fell down here. Sorry about that little noise. You got, it was Morrigan. The Morrigan. Okay. You got Benton. Benton is one of the Japanese goddesses in this deck. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's like too many goddesses here for me to read them all, but you've got Yamoja and Sedna, and those are mermaids, and Si Wang Mu. Well, all right, so renewal. Okay, so there's something gonna be renewed. Interesting. Just forget it. I gotta read this. How much time do I got? 34? Yeah, I got time to read. I'll read these to you. Okay, she is Chinese. Si Wang Mu. Goddess Si Wang Mu shares her secret elixir for eternal life and renewal with you. Holy moly, what? Take this chance to either start over or put extra effort into what you're focused on. Okay, Benton. She is our Japanese goddess. Isn't she gorgeous? Oh, I just love this behind her. She's also a dragon. See, that's the face of the dragon. You can see the dragon in there. You'll experience an influx of positive coincidences soon. It's also called luck, especially in all things creative, thanks to Goddess of Creativity and Luck Benton appearing before you. Use this as a sign to act on something you'd like to turn out in your favor. You have a lot of wands here. That's the creative energy. You've got the creative luck with you. You know why? Because you've got the divine with you. You embody this divine energy of temperance. Let's get the Morrigan, or Morrigan. We'll just call her Morrigan. She's Celtic. Look at this dark purple. This is the one that fell on the floor. I love this. Okay, so there may be like crows or blackbirds flying around you a lot, trying to give you messages. She is maid, mother, and crone energy. Shape-shifting goddess Morrigan helps you tune into the cycles of life, beginnings, middles, and ends, rebirths. Whatever you're experiencing, it's a transition between one of these phases. That is true. That's exactly this renewal and rhythm are very much the same. Yamoja, release. Where is she? She's at the back. Okay, so she's from Yoruba. Surrender your weary thoughts to Yamoja, and she will carry them away for you. Connect with a loving spirit. She is washing over you right now, and feel nurtured when you release what isn't working for you. There's the moon again, too. Sedna, cleansing, which sounds a lot like releasing as well. She's Inuit. Go to the water and seek the answers you're looking for. Leave your worries behind and be reborn through communion with water. Goddess of the sea, Sedna, is with you in the cleansing waters to help you grow. Yeah, this whole renewal and all this, this is a lot of some sort of renewal going on here. And Artemis, dudes, she's your energy. She is an archer. She is a Greek goddess. Now is the time to go it alone or declare your independence. You're getting protection and guidance from Artemis, goddess of the wilderness. Explore nature or commune with the moon to find more answers. And apparently she likes dogs. There's a good pooch right there, digging a hole, I think. But this is telling you to be independent. Yeah, renewal, rhythm, cleansing, releasing, independence. Let's see what we've got from the ocean here. Back on task. Be sure you are using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you are working on. All could use some fine tuning. Maybe you're not really, maybe you're just going to do this better on your own, but there's still some kind of compromise to work out. You know, this could be collaborative, but because it's cups, I have a feeling that this is very much to do with, you know, just love connections like friends and family. Convey your meaning. Reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart and with respect and sincerity. Okay, so this is the communication card here. Remember what I was talking about? How this was telling me that this might have the potential to flame up out of control? Before you start trying to talk to someone, maybe you should reflect on how you communicate and the feelings that you want to express. If someone's making you angry and you feel like saying something to them, think about how you're going to say that, because if it sounds too angry, or it might not sound as mature as you actually are. You know what I'm saying? Help appears in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continually. Okay, this is talking about spirit. Your guides, your ancestors, your angels. Yeah. Your divine energy. Yo. Your regal energy. Okay? Clearing the excess. Another cleansing. Didn't Sedna say something like that? You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. So this is when I tell people you can cleanse your aura by taking a salt bath. 3 cups of Epsom salt and 1 cup of baking soda, plus a couple of drops of an essential oil, and soak in that for 15 to 20 minutes at least, and it does clean your energy. Also, the Epsom salt has painkiller in it in a way. It's not painkiller, but it helps with pain if you have any body aches, and plus the warm water. One of those baths is awesome. Do them as often as you feel you need to. And then also clearing away clutter. You know, clutter, what you look at reflects in your mind. If your room is cluttered, your mind will be cluttered. You might have a lot on your mind, and it is also, every time you clean up and throw things that you don't need away and you clean up dust, you're also putting your good energy in that space. Wiping down dust puts a layer of your good energy where that dust used to be. Okay? Trust me, I know about this. I can keep my floors clean, but if I have a surface, there's clutter. Oh my God. And single-mindedness, this has been coming out all week for everybody. Choose your own path and what is best suited to you. So this is another message about being independent, individual. So this is definitely part of this compromise. Okay? There's some sort of compromise or resolution. You may have been working with others, but I think maybe what this message is saying is that maybe, you know, you'd be better off doing your part of that work by yourself instead of still in combination with others. And then all the work or whatever you're doing, that, you know, individually, then combined, that is good work altogether. You know what I mean? Like when you get interviewed for a job and they ask you, do you work better by yourself or in a team? You may have been wanting to work in a team. You might feel like you work better in a team, but this is telling you that you may do better on your own. And when you do things on your own, guess what? People can't slow you down. So please don't forget to like, especially if this resonated with you. I really hope you enjoyed your reading, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you. Now, how much control do you have over this situation? I gauged that by the number of major arcana to minor. And you've got your card and the Hermit. So that's 2 out of 10 cards. And where these cards are placed, it's like, remember your energy, because this is what's helping you out right now. And also Whatever message that you got from this hermit, whether you already got your enlightenment or the other stuff that I said that I can't remember right now. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.